What was your very first job and how did it shape your perspective on work?
The first job I ever had was working at a little ice cream shop. And coincidentally, that was also the worst job I've ever had and the only job I've ever quit. So working there definitely gave me a good start to knowing how I would like to be treated in the workplace and kind of learning that balance from a young age, I guess.
My very first job was at Family and Friends restaurant here in Kensington. I was a dishwasher, very, very glamorous. I learned the importance of communication and collaboration, just working with the team. It's a very fast-paced environment when you're working at a busy summer restaurant. But yeah, just learning to work with the cooks and teamwork as well. That they would come help me if we were swamped and there was, the whole rack was full of dishes. So just kind of learning those collaboration and teamwork skills was really valuable.
My first job, my first real job, I should say, is I worked in a lobster plant. People of all different ages, all different backgrounds. Yeah, it definitely influenced my thoughts on work today, primarily through knowing I didn't want to do that the rest of my life. Not that I didn't enjoy the work or enjoy the people, but I knew that just wasn't for me, and it definitely helped me know that I wanted to keep going to school and seeing the deeper side of the business as I got into university. I worked there for 4 summers. Yeah, maybe know that accounting was for me.
So coincidentally enough, my first job was actually at Twin Shores when I was in high school. I started working there in the arts and crafts area. It was a part-time job. I was like 16, so it was just kind of, a couple days a week. It was a great way to kind of start working, and it kind of just gave me the perspective of, at that time it was working to just have my own money to spend. Nothing too strenuous, nothing too crazy, just a way for me to have money and be a little bit more independent as a teenager. But I think it really got me into the tourism industry in that first job and kind of led me to wanting to work in the tourism industry for, where I'm at now in my career. So it was kind of that nice perspective of the benefits of tourism and how nice it is to see people and stuff in the area.
I'm still in my first job. So I started at the pub the summer after grade 10, and this will be my 3rd summer there. So I'm pretty biased that I still love my first job, that it was a really good experience of dipping my toe into the workforce. It's a really great staff there. Everyone's super supportive, and they're very inclusive of younger workers because I'm the youngest there. Like there's 2 hostesses and we're both Gen Z. But I feel like it was a good dip into how to be professional in the workplace, the customer service aspect, how to file a T4, all of the things that I'll need to know in the future.
Yeah. My very first job, I think, was like a cashier at a convenience store. How it shaped my perspective, I would think wanting to please my boss and getting the work done and smiling at the customers coming in and just trying to please him, mostly, I think.
Yeah.
Because you're young, and you want to make an impression.
Well, I've had quite a few jobs. I would count Tim Hortons as my first one, and it truly shaped me as a worker. It put the work ethic into me straight away, and it really showed me kind of what I don't want in a workplace as well, is the busy environment and the go, go, go all the time and different things like that.
My very first job I was actually a laborer for PI Home and RV on their RV side, and I went into it right as COVID hit because I was playing sports, mainly basketball, and it ended up getting canceled and I had nothing to do, and school was out for the summer and nothing was really happening. So I decided, I was like, okay, I'll just go find a job. And I'd always been more into academics rather than physical labor, and then once I started working with my hands and being a little more physical, I came to really appreciate it more and understand that, well, yeah, I do enjoy academic things. I also really enjoy working physical labor and working with my hands and being very involved physically in things. And yeah, it definitely shaped my eventual switch to carpentry. That's kind of where I got the first taste for it and really started to understand that, all right, like just because you enjoy academics doesn't mean that has to be a path that you pursue all the time. And